3, 2, 1.
I'll tell you some things that are really driving me crazy. Like I showed you on this piece, I broke this piece off. Well, if you look at this one, this is my passenger track. They had either broke that off or something and re-welded it. If you look online, and even on this one, I already ripped this side off, but there's one on each side on this track, which makes more sense once we get into it. It's not my favorite. So basically this track, you kind of need it fairly thin. If not, it'll get all caught the whole time. It kind of keeps it in track so that it lines up here. I'm going to make mine a different way. So basically, if you see how these are, countersunk so they're centered in the track. That way it keeps the glass centered, you know? But this design to me is kind of dumb because if you mark where your rollers go, my rollers stay in this area the whole time. It's not going anywhere else because it'll drop out of here, and that's just, it doesn't go this way. It just can't. I'm gonna cut this off, this garbage off, grind it down. I'm gonna make my triangle piece out of this 1/4 inch steel, notch this, just slide it up in there and weld it. My other issue that I'm coming into is whenever they re-welded this, if you line up this one in the spot weld holes that were in there already, it's sitting at a 90, which makes way more sense because the gap seems to stay the same the whole way up the track, which is what you'd want. So this obviously is not sitting at a 90, and so it's barely even touching here. And don't take my measurements, but it seems to be that you can get it to 25 1/4, and obviously I want a little bit of play in there. If not, it's just going to be jamming into both corners. So I might make it 25 1/4 and then just keep grinding it down, and then I'm going to polish those edges and round them and everything. That way it doesn't snag on anything, and hopefully it goes in smooth. And then what I'm going to do without the glass is I'm going to try to get it to run up and down that track with the window regulator in. And I was really trying to avoid it, but I seriously might go and grab a piece of plexiglass or something and cut it to size and do all this because it's really scary. Test fitting everything with the real glass. I had just kind of grinded this piece off here. I don't need that anymore. And then I notched, you just notch it with some tin snips. And then I'm going to bend this flap down, get this in place. I had grinded on this a little bit just to make sure it slides in the tracks. And then whenever it sits up in here, I'll weld that seam and then weld the seam on the back side. I put this in there, and I told you I was gonna make it the whole gap, so it's too tight, I'll tell you that. So I had welded up this side. I did not weld up this side because if I did, getting this in would be unreal. So what I did is I welded a little piece in here. I think it's about 1/8. And the main reason I did that is because that centers this track with this track, but it also keeps it all in line, because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly notch this, which will bring it this way and open up that gap a little bit. And that way I can just finally tune it by doing that. And then once I get it exactly where I want, it starts moving up and down smoothly. Then I'm going to drill holes and actually bolt this in so that whenever the glass is installed, I can slide it all in, then put this piece in, bolt it up. I'll run 3 bolts through. The other reason for this piece is because that way I don't have 2 just on this end flap. I have 1 more over here where it's got more structure. That way it doesn't flip-flop around too much. This is working out, I think, but the problem I'm having is this 1-arm regulator. This is why I haven't ever seen one before, because all the newer trucks, even 37 and 38, this is a 36, moved to a double roller setup, which is what I found in the driver's door, which I would assume is for the same reason I'm going to switch it out. Is if you think about the single roller, this is all the travel. I had marked how far it comes. It only moves that far. Okay, but that means it's not in the center, so whenever it pushes up, obviously it's going to try to teeter it, and that makes it bind up in the corners, and then that's why it tips. So this way, you can have a little more play in your end gaps, so your window can kind of move on its way up, and it will move this up level, so as all this moves, this stays at a flat plane, theoretically. I'm going to try to find a 37-38 window regulator for this passenger door. Somehow they got this to work from the factory, I'm assuming, or everyone pulled it up by hand, which is not what I want to do. I want whoever buys this to be able to just crank a window up. I don't have enough rubber for that side, so what I have to do is pull all this off again. Yesterday, who knows, I probably had this off 15 times, which is not fun. I used snap ring pliers and tried to open up that gap in the rubber to see if it was just friction holding it up. But if you think about all this is new, I could only imagine it getting worse later. Try to run the driver's door with the double roller, see if it works. If it works out, then obviously I know what I'm doing for this side. But super frustrating because I really want to do the passenger side first. I try to always do the side that gets used the least, so that if I make any mistakes, I can fix that on the driver's side, the side that I'm going to use all the time. Another thing I did in the video is whenever I put that glass up, I put this track in the framework to set the track in the glass. That way everything sat up there nice. Been my least favorite project of the whole truck, and I hope this is not the theme of all the last projects, like wiring and redoing the engine and training. Here's everything in there. I had to kind of like grossly notch this, that way my rollers can get in, But if you notch way on the end over here, it can't drop out. So when I go to pull that out later, I'll cut that smooth like it was originally. And now it does go down. Everything's a little tight in here, and I'll tell you that it actually works better if you have everything fairly tight against these felts in the corner. If it's loose at all, it starts to wobble on its way up. And the more I run it, the better it is going. Another thing you might have noticed if you were paying attention earlier is I had this spring in backwards. And once I rolled it up, I knew I did. So I finally switched that over because I wanted to assist me pushing up, and coming down is easy. So I just need it to help me pushing up. If you have it the other way, you're working hard, and you can definitely strip out these gears. The one thing I do not have yet is I don't have felt. The method I found worked best for reinstalling this, especially the way I have this, is once I got the glass set in my track, I needed to get my rollers in. So I had to unbolt it from here, run the regulator in this way, get it in place, and then set this bar in. And who knows, that might still be a pain whenever I don't have my door stuff in there right now. Whenever I did that, I put a piece of cardboard on the backside. That way I didn't let that slap against the glass, and it kind of like will sit out on its own. It's working. I'm happy. Obviously, this has been literally like 2 weeks of working on these windows, and still not amazing. Like I said, they're a little tight, but it is brand new trim and the glass, and obviously I had to make all that semi-custom. So some grease in this track will be good, and then hopefully it works for the rest of the time I own this truck, because I really hated doing this project. This part sucked. I was all excited about it, and that's probably why it didn't go well. Another thing I worked on these little rubber pieces. If you don't have them in yours, it's no big deal. I went to the hardware store and got these little rubber chunks, and then cut them to size, drilled them, countersunk them, and then just ran a little screw in there. It's just what your track sits on, so it doesn't bounce around, but we'll see how the rest of this project goes. Thanks for watching. Later.